Hello, this is Robyn. Welcome to my channel Heart Guided Intuition. And here is a general reading for June 2020 for those born under the sign of Capricorn. So welcome to my Capricorn friends. Okay, so that's a general reading. It might not apply to everybody, but it might really resonate with some of you. Okay, and I've shuffled the cards and I've chosen them, but I have not yet looked at them. I like to look at them after I start the video so that any messages coming through, I can directly relay them to you. Okay, so let me turn them over now. Give me just a few moments. Capricorn, yay, Capricorn. Wow, I might actually want to pull more cards on this one. Okay. I think I'm understanding it. Okay, let me just go through the cards. All right. Two of Swords. Swords are thoughts, ideas. It's insight, intuition, and it's not being able to make a decision. It's being torn between things. It's almost like being at a standstill. But if you look at this card, I mean, different tarot decks they depict the same card in different ways. And I love this deck. It's the Gilded Tarot. And over her eyes, there's almost like another dimension. I don't know if you're seeing that. Let's see if that focuses. But this tells me to use your intuition. Like the swords are pointed downward and they're kind of like, So rather than use your mind, and you guys have brilliant minds, you're very sharp, and you figure things out really well, and use your intuition rather than your mind. Okay, and this is the star. This is like the star card in the tarot. I use a combination of the tarot, oracle cards, and the spirit deck that I designed. And this one's like the star card, which is when you work toward balancing emotions and balancing yourself, and you work on finding balance in your life, and you go by your intuition. When you find balance in your life to the point of where your emotions are not controlling your decisions, you can better use your intuition. You'll be more clear. When we're not clouded by our emotions, we can be more clear in the way we think. So this star card is like, look for that clarity. It's kind of like if there were a big dark sky and there's just that one pinpoint of light, that one star in the sky. Look for that star. Look for the clarity in the situation and use your intuition rather than trying to figure it out up here. Okay, because these swords are pointing down and they're crossed. And it's like cross signals. I'm hearing crossed signals and mixed messages. And there's been some kind of confusion in regard to communication. So use your intuition that goes to your heart, like the star card, okay? Because the star card also has a very prominent water feature in it. It prominently features water, the element of water, which is the emotions. So try not to get so tangled up in what your thoughts are about a situation that's been confusing, or that thinking about words someone said, thinking, oh, he said, she said, and not knowing. You do know if you tune into your heart and you get some clarity and quell your emotions a little bit, but enough to feel into your heart, to see clearly through the heart. If that makes any sense, I know what I'm trying to say. And here's the fairy card, fairy oracle card, Acorn's Invitation. And I know that my camera sees these in reverse, but this is Acorn's Invitation. And this is an invitation to a soul connection with somebody. Touch, exchange, or connection. It's a soul connection with somebody. Somebody's reaching out to you. And that actually makes sense with what I'm picking up on these, is that there's been crossed messages and difficulty in communication. So use your heart to guide you. And there's an invitation to reach out to someone that you care about very much, okay? Someone who's very important to you. If you can get past that miscommunication issue, maybe things were said that didn't feel so good to you, or that just sounded, horrible, or it just made a mess of communication between you and another person who's really important to you. In June, the opportunity to connect with that person is there for you. Okay, it's someone who's very important to you. I don't think it's a love interest. I think it's someone who's just very important to you. Could be a family member. Okay, the opportunity's there. And you've been kind of taking a break, taking a rest from communications. You've been taking maybe a time out and just keeping to yourself. I mean, I know in this time of quarantine, a lot of us are feeling a bit quieter. This has been a time for reflection and healing, especially for you. If this reading is resonating with you, this has been a time for a time out with communicating, time out from communicating, time out from having to speak your mind, time out to allowing yourself to heal from miscommunications and just from too much communication, because maybe you work in a field that requires a lot of talk, a lot of email, texts, and things like that. So you're in the portal. This is unknown character, potential, but not knowing. So there's a potential, being in the portal between the past and the future. You're in that tween time where you're taking a pause to reflect and to heal and to just kind of take a break from communicating. And the color card coming up for you is Free Yourself from Pain. It's red. This is beautiful flower. It's such a color of vitality and strength and courage. And it takes courage to kind of step back and reflect on things that have been painful, that caused us to step back. And it takes courage to move forward and even to accept this invitation to connect again with someone who might have said something that hurt your feelings. This red is like, have courage and free yourself from pain. And, in looking through the eyes of the heart, you'll be able to do that. You will. And the death card is coming up, which doesn't mean death. It just means an ending to something. It's an ending to, free yourself from pain came up before this. So freeing yourself from pain means there will be an end to that difficult situation, okay, that miscommunication. There's going to be an end to that standstill, and you're going to be moving forward again and embracing something that means a great deal to you. Wholeness, people coming together, understanding each other. It's communication is now more balanced. Communication is flowing. It's not standstill anymore, but it's back and forth, and it's flowing, and it's being nurtured by all who are participating in that communication, in that dialogue. Okay, and the last card that's coming up for you is the Ganesh card, Ganesha, prosperity. Wow, he's very, very happy here. Prosperity. Look at how joyful he is. And look at that beautiful, rich red color, that color of courage. but of life force also, and gold, red and gold, so regal, and he has everything he needs. This is prosperity. So when you get past that point of, dealing with the pain of that miscommunication and being able to see your way forward and accept that connection with somebody who might have caused you pain, you're going to feel so much better. It's even when we take a break from people who we don't agree with, maybe there's been miscommunication and there have been hurt feelings. But when we take a break, that takes a toll. Even if we feel like we're in the right, it takes a toll. And so when you come back into connection with the people who you've been separated from, there's a wholeness, there's a prosperity, there's a greater sense of well-being, because it's like, wow, I feel better now. I feel better that we're connected again. I feel better that we're past that. We're past that impasse. Okay? So, wow, I don't know if this resonated for anybody, but if it did, feel free to, post something below, or like or subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful month. And may by the end of the month, may you have a lot more peace and healing. Okay? And I just wish everyone well. So be well. Peace, love, and blessings to all. Thank you.